So last week, a viral video came out of a racist fraternity singing a song. If you remember some of the lyrics of the song, will not let an N-word into SAE. You can hang them from a tree, but they won't sign with me. Okay, so racist song. Huge outrage about it, of course, and backlash. And the Family Research Council decided to talk about this, and they brought on a man named by the name of Kenneth Blackwell to talk about the aftermath of this. And so and he made a strange comparison, but let's listen to him first.
The good news to come out of this ugly situation is just the community response across ethnic and racial lines. The administration has been strong and clear in its response, and it's been responsible in how it has conducted its investigation, but it has moved quickly once it has disclosed the facts. But black students and white students have come together, and they've said in unison that this is not the face of the University of Oklahoma, and they have shown, I think, a community-wide response that is very positive and very uplifting. And I think that's good, because this comes at a time when you have one of our nemeses, Dan Savage, who is now having his life story being portrayed by a new sitcom on ABC. Here's a guy that's responsible for the coarsening of civil discussion and conversation being celebrated at a time when there are knuckleheads who are still spewing from their lips the sort of nonsense that we heard from these fraternity members.
Wait a minute here. Yeah, now, I was with you up until that last part. I was with you, right? Ken Blackwell, you're right. The African-American community, the white community, stepped up and said, hey, we're working together. This isn't the face of OU. This isn't the face that we're trying to put out. This is wrong. This is racist, etc. I was with you. But what does Dan Savage have to do with this? The coarsening of language. Are you saying that because Dan Savage is a little bit vulgar here and there, right, especially with his what he recently said, his recent challenge to Dr. Ben Carson, a little bit of vulgar language here and there, that made those OU frat guys sing a racist song? A chant? Are you blaming Dan Savage for people being racist? I don't understand what you're saying. He's the guy that's responsible for the coarsening of civil discussion and conversation being celebrated. How does that make with the races? I don't know, man. I don't know how you can draw that comparison. I don't know how you can say, yeah, these racist frat guys, just like Dan Savage. How do you make that comparison? And he was totally making sense, and I was with him, and it's great to see that the backlash against the OU, in this racist stuff. But then he backs it up and says, and starts being homophobic, and it's like, dude, no, you're doing the same thing as OU. Now you're saying slurs against gay people while trashing racists. It's kind of the same thing. People choose to be racist, and people also choose to be homophobic. It's the same thing, and there's that disconnect there.